In April 2021, the murder of Daniel Halseth, a 45-year-old Las Vegas father, sent shockwaves through his community. The brutal crime was committed by his own 16-year-old daughter, Sierra Halseth, and her 18-year-old boyfriend, Aaron Guerrero. This case is a haunting reminder of the dark consequences that can emerge from strained family relationships, rebellious teenage love, and premeditated violence. The murder of Daniel Halseth, particularly given its personal nature, revealed a web of family issues and disturbing actions that led to an unthinkable betrayal. So sit down, grab yourself a mocha as we unravel the case of Daniel Halseth. Daniel Halseth was described by friends and family as a loving father and a tech-savvy entrepreneur who adored his children. However, in the years leading up to his murder, Daniel faced significant personal challenges. His marriage to Elizabeth Halseth, a former Nevada state senator, had ended in divorce, leaving a strain on the family. Elizabeth and Daniel had married young and were both prominent figures in Nevada's political and social circles. However, their marriage dissolved in 2011 with allegations of emotional and financial instability. The divorce was reportedly contentious, with Elizabeth citing abuse and financial irresponsibility as reasons for the split. Daniel denied these claims and accused Elizabeth of cheating. The breakup left deep emotional scars, particularly for their children, including Sierra. In the aftermath of the divorce, Daniel maintained a strong connection with his children.
Let's take a quick look at the characters here. Look! There's Jordan, the son of Daniel. There's Daniel, the father of Jordan. Ready, set, go!
Screams caught in the spell of the cosmic night, where fantasies bloom in the pale moonlight. We'll let go of all that we know and dance in the stardust gentle flow. Dancing in the stardust, we're weightless and free in a world of wonders. Just you and me, lost in the moment. Our spirits ignite as we twirl in the magic of the cosmic light. Among constellations, we'll find our way through the celestial symphony. We'll sway with every step, we leave our cares behind. In this celestial ballroom, love's defined, caught in the spell of the cosmic night, where fantasies bloom in the pale moonlight. Dancing in the stardust, we're weightless and free in a world of wonders. Just you and me, lost in the moment. Our spirits ignite as we twirl in the magic of the cosmic light. The shimmering galaxies will find our way, guided by love's everlasting sway. With each celestial heartbeat, we dance on in this cosmic gate as we twirl in the magic of the cosmic light.
But family dynamics were complicated by the split. As Sierra grew older, she increasingly distanced herself from her father, particularly after she began dating Aaron Guerrero, a relationship her parents disapproved of. Sierra and Aaron's relationship began in 2020 and quickly became intense. Aaron, 2 years older than Sierra, appeared to share her sense of rebellion and desire for independence. Despite their young ages, the couple made plans to run away together, with dreams of starting a life far from their families. However, when Sierra's mother, Elizabeth, discovered their plans to elope, she and Daniel took steps to prevent the relationship from escalating. They forbade Sierra from seeing Aaron, believing that the relationship was unhealthy and could lead to trouble. For Sierra, the restrictions imposed by her parents seemed to ignite a dangerous determination to defy them. The couple continued to see each other in secret, and their shared sense of rebellion ultimately led them to consider an unthinkable solution: to murder Sierra's father, Daniel, whom they viewed as an obstacle to their freedom. On April 9th, 2021, Sierra and Aaron carried out their meticulously planned attack on Daniel. The crime was both violent and calculated. Daniel was stabbed more than 70 times in his Las Vegas home, a testament to the sheer brutality of the assault. After the murder, the teenagers attempted to dismember his body and set fire to the house in an attempt to cover up the crime.
Good evening. What police first thought was a medical emergency on the west side of town is now being investigated as a murder. Thanks for joining us at 11. I'm Denise Valdez. This all unfolding in a neighborhood near Westcliff and Durango. Orko Manna is there live with the disturbing details tonight. Orko?
Well, Denise, there are definitely some twists and turns to this case, and police tell us that they believe someone tried to cover up the murder of a man by setting a fire at one of the homes here. You can see police are still out here investigating at this hour, and neighbors are on edge.
Tons and tons of police officers, tons and tons of firefighters. It was just like a set of a movie or something.
Surreal. That's how people in this normally quiet neighborhood are describing Friday's terrible tragedy. Las Vegas Fire and Rescue was called to a home on Dunphy Court around 2 p.m. for a victim suffering from cardiac arrest. But when they got there, they found a man in his 40s dead with multiple injuries. Police now calling this a homicide, adding that preliminary details show someone started a fire to try and cover up the crime scene.
Very scary, actually, because you don't know what's happening in other people's homes.
This woman, who did not want to be identified, tells us she lives just 2 doors down from where the man was found. She says he only lived in the home for a few months, and she's heartbroken to hear what happened.
So it's really sad that people either can't control their anger or don't have the capacity to really figure things out. Death is definitely not the answer.
Many shocked this happened so close to home.
There's usually like a lot of cops around here, just patrolling the area, making the neighborhood safe.
As police continue their investigation, neighbors have one message:
be kind to each other.
Metro Police have not released any information yet about a suspect or suspects, so stay with 8 News Now for updates as we continue to learn more. Reporting live tonight, Orko Manna, 8 News Now.
Despite their efforts to destroy evidence, their actions were sloppy, and police quickly linked them to the murder. After the killing, Sierra and Aaron looted Daniel's home, using his credit cards to purchase supplies and fund their escape. They fled the state in Daniel's car, heading towards California. Sierra and Aaron's escape was short-lived. Their use of Daniel's credit cards and the purchase of incriminating items, including bleach, a saw, and lighter fluid, left a trail that investigators quickly followed. Security footage from local stores in Las Vegas confirmed the teenagers had bought the tools used in the murder and the cover-up. Additionally, family members had become concerned after Daniel stopped responding to calls and texts, leading to the discovery of his burned body in his home.
Well, Denise and Brian, both 911 calls were made on April 9th. The first caller was Daniel Halseth's mother, who was trying to find her son. And the second caller says they found Halseth's body inside the garage of this home here on Dunphy Court, which is near Westcliff and Durango. We want to note these calls may be tough to listen to.
He just doesn't do this stuff. This is what's so weird.
A mother concerned for her son's safety. In a 911 call from April 9th obtained by 8 News Now, the mother of 45-year-old Las Vegan Daniel Halseth says he had been missing for a couple days. She wanted police to do a welfare check.
I've called, his ex-wife's called, and there's nobody answering the phone, and there's nothing.
Also unusual, she says her son's debit card was used at 3 different ATMs, and Halseth's daughter was not answering text messages.
I said, I really need to talk to your dad. I'm concerned about him, and she didn't respond. I know there's something very wrong going on here.
Another 911 call that same day came from someone who says they discovered Halseth's burned body inside the home.
Oh, man, I can't believe it's dead body. Oh, wow.
The caller shocked by what they were seeing.
There was a fire, and we went in to investigate. The fire must be a couple days old. But there's a dead body in the garage. We just found him with the homeowner that doesn't live here.
Sierra and Aaron were arrested in Salt Lake City on April 13th, 2021. To add to the overwhelming evidence against them, police recovered a video from Sierra's phone.
I don't know what to say.
Welcome back to our YouTube channel. After murdering, day 3 after murdering somebody.
Whoa! Don't put that on the camera.
It was worth it.
And we had sex a lot today.
It was worth it. I got plenty of sex. So I was payment for doing it.
And no bleeding this time. We got through that. We overcame.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Both of them were charged with multiple counts, including murder, conspiracy to commit murder, arson, and robbery. Despite Sierra's young age, she was charged as an adult under Nevada law. Because Aaron had recently turned 18, he faced a possibility of the death penalty, while Sierra, being a minor, did not. Both Aaron and Sierra eventually took plea deals to avoid the possibility of facing the death penalty. In July 2023, they were sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 22 years.
A teen and her boyfriend who killed her father learned their fate in court today. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us at 4. I'm Kirsten Joyce.
And I'm Christian Cáceres. It's a story the 8 News Now investigators first broke.
Vanessa Murphy with the very latest from court.
The judge sentencing the teens to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 22 years served. Those were terms specified in an agreement when the teens pleaded guilty to murder and other charges.
Where did the evil come that was bred into a soul that murders their own father?
Christine Halseth delivering an emotional statement about the murder of her son, Daniel.
You're in a tough spot because your son is the victim and the killer is your granddaughter. Can you talk about that?
She's not my granddaughter.
Sierra Halseth claiming her father abused her.
He locks me in place and starts pushing me and hitting me around.
Aaron Guerrero offering an apology.
I ask for forgiveness as I get sentenced today, and I hope it brings you a little peace.
The teens stabbed Halseth 70 times, tried to dismember and burn his body, and stole his car in an attempt to run away in April of 2021. Before their capture,
Welcome back to our YouTube channel.
They recorded this video.
Day 3 after murdering somebody.
Whoa!
The Halseth family insisting Sierra's claims of abuse are false. Some saying they believe the death penalty would be a more appropriate sentence.
But they both should have gotten death with the life they took. 20 years will never be enough for taking down one.
Daniel Halseth's loved ones pointing out how Aaron Guerrero appeared to show remorse and emotion, while they believe Sierra did not. Reporting from the Regional Justice Center, Vanessa Murphy, 8 News Now.
The murder of Daniel Halseth is a tragic and disturbing example of how family discord, combined with the reckless impulses of teenage rebellion, can escalate into unimaginable violence. Daniel, a father who sought to protect his daughter from a dangerous relationship, ultimately lost his life in a brutal and senseless crime, committed by the very person he loved and raised. Sierra Halseth and Aaron Guerrero now face the consequences of their actions with life sentences, though they may be eligible for parole in 22 years, leaving many to question the balance of justice and accountability in such a harrowing case.
Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Too many things going on, I can't keep track of them all. From people dropping a bomb to people putting up walls. I feel like life is on hold, perception stuck in a vault. I know that time can heal all, but how much time till we fall? It's awfully chilly outside, when there's no shelter to hide. When everything is a lie, you'll find that out in some time. But when the things on your mind are all considered a crime, communication aside, we'll all just fight till we die. Is this an argument, or just the start of it? Either way, I don't wanna be a part of it. Can I just get some space? I don't have the heart for this. I can't be picking up the pieces, fixing scars from this. Is this an argument, or just the start of it? I wanna drive away so I can be so far from it. I wanna find a place where no one breaks their promises, or maybe drown myself in something that is bottomless. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small, way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small, way back before we blew it all. I know that things seem bad, but they could be much worse. There's always someone else who has a greater curse, a greater thirst, a hunger, pain, and mercy. Just find whatever you got and try to be thankful first. I wanna feel again, I need a couple friends. I never really understood just how the story ends, but I can feel it's tense, don't know the consequence. The volatility of life, my only confidence. Is this an argument, or just the start of it? Either way, I don't wanna be a part of it. Can I just get some space? I don't have the heart for this. I can't be picking up the pieces, fixing scars from this. Is this an argument, or just the start of it? I wanna drive away so I can be so far from it. I wanna find a place where no one breaks their promises, or maybe drown myself in something that is bottomless. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small, way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small, way back before we blew it all.
That is all for the tragic murder of Daniel Halseth. Don't forget to subscribe so you're notified on my next true crime case. And like the video if you really did like the video. Also comment down below your thoughts on this case, along with any others you would like me to look into. It could be my next one.